There is something happening between you and him right now that neither of you has spoken out loud, not in a text message, not in a phone call, not in any conversation that has actually taken place between you. And yet you feel it, that quiet, persistent pull that shows up without warning, in the silence between you, in the dreams you wake from without fully understanding, in the moments you told yourself you were finally over it and then found yourself thinking about him again anyway. Carl Jung, after decades descending into the deepest layers of the human psyche, discovered exactly why this happens. And once you understand what he found, the confusion you have been carrying around this connection begins to dissolve completely. You have probably tried to talk yourself out of it. You have told yourself that it has been too long, that too much happened, that rational, mature people do not sit with this kind of invisible pull towards someone who has said nothing, done nothing, made no move. And yet here you are, not because you are weak, not because you are delusional, but because something is happening beneath the surface of what either of you can consciously access, and Carl Jung spent his entire life mapping exactly that territory. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you are going to understand something about this connection that most people never figure out. And it is going to change how you see yourself in all of this. Let us start with what you are actually feeling, because it deserves to be named accurately. This is not simple longing. It is not the ordinary ache of missing someone. What you are describing, this sense that something is still alive between you even through silence, this feeling that his energy is somehow reaching toward you even without contact. Jung would have recognized this immediately. He would not have dismissed it. He would have leaned forward and said, "Tell me more," because Jung believed that the human psyche does not operate only in the conscious realm. The part of your mind you have access to, the part that makes decisions, that talks to other people, that tells itself to move on, is only a fraction of your total psychological reality. Beneath it is something vast, something that communicates in feelings and symbols and dreams rather than words. And this deeper layer of the psyche does not respect time the way the conscious mind does. It does not respond to your decision to be done with something. It holds on to what still has meaning, regardless of what the surface of your life is doing. This is what Jung called the unconscious. And it is not a passive storage unit. It is active. It reaches. It communicates. And it connects with the unconscious layers of the people around us, sometimes across distance, sometimes across silence, in ways that the rational mind cannot explain and cannot fully control. What you are feeling is your unconscious recognizing something it has not finished with yet. And that recognition is real. It is not a delusion. It is information. Now let us go deeper, because this is where it gets genuinely fascinating. Jung discovered that the human psyche contains certain universal patterns, templates that exist in every person, regardless of culture or background. He called these archetypes, and among the most powerful of them are two he named the Anima and the Animus. The Anima is the feminine soul image that lives in every man. The Animus is the masculine inner figure that lives in every woman. And here is the part that changes everything once you understand it. When a man has not fully examined his own anima, when he has not done the inner work of becoming conscious of the feminine qualities that live within him, his capacity for tenderness, for emotional depth, for vulnerability, he does not experience those qualities within himself. He experiences them outside of himself. He projects them. He looks at a woman who somehow carries the shape of what he has not yet claimed in himself, and he feels something that is almost impossible to explain rationally. He feels pulled. He feels that she understands something about him that no one else does. He feels that she is somehow essential. This is not a fantasy. This is the psyche doing exactly what it is designed to do, using the external world as a mirror for the internal one. The pull he feels toward you is not random. You are carrying something that belongs to him psychologically, something he has projected onto you because he has not yet integrated it within himself. And here is the part that answers your question. When that kind of deep projection has been placed on someone, it does not simply dissolve when the relationship pauses or when silence falls between you. The projection is still active. The unconscious does not care about circumstance. It does not care about pride or fear or practical reasons why two people are not in contact. The energetic connection that was created through deep projection remains in place until the person either withdraws the projection consciously, which requires significant inner work that most people never do, or until the soul image finds a new vessel to carry it. If neither of those things has happened, the pull remains, on his side and on yours. Now let us talk about the other layer of this, shadow projection, because this is the piece that explains why these connections feel so much more intense than ordinary relationships. Jung identified that every person carries what he called a shadow, the parts of themselves they have not accepted, the qualities they have denied, the aspects of their own nature they have pushed down because those qualities felt dangerous or unacceptable or simply too vulnerable to admit. Anger, longing, neediness, passion, fear of abandonment, the capacity to truly let someone in. When we fall into deep connection with another person, it is almost never only their conscious, presented self that we are connecting with. We are also making contact with their shadow, and they with ours. This is why these connections feel so much more real than ordinary interactions. Ordinary interactions happen at the surface level. Deep soul connections happen where the shadow lives, and the shadow is where a person's most authentic, most unguarded self resides. When he has seen something in you that touched his shadow, when something in your energy met something in him that he does not fully show the world, that contact leaves a mark that silence cannot erase. The shadow does not forget. The shadow continues to reach toward what made contact with it. This is why you can feel his energy even without communication. This is why the dreams happen. This is why you go weeks telling yourself you are over it, and then one quiet moment arrives and you know, with complete certainty, that something is still there. It is not wishful thinking. It is the unconscious layers of two people continuing a conversation that the conscious minds have paused. Now I want to give you something important here, because understanding all of this is powerful, but understanding is only useful if it leads somewhere. So let us talk about what this actually means for you. First, this awareness gives you back your power, because the biggest trap in a situation like yours is the waiting, the checking, the wondering what he is thinking, what he is feeling, whether he is going to reach out. And the reason that trap is so seductive is that the projection is flowing in one direction, outward, toward him. Your psychic energy is concentrated on the external, on him, on the question of what he will or will not do. Jung would say, bring it back. Not because the connection is not real. It is real, but because the parts of yourself that you are experiencing through him, the depth, the passion, the longing to be truly known, those are not qualities that belong only to this connection. They are qualities that live within you. The reason he carries such weight in your psychic world is that he became the vessel for something enormous that was already inside you, something that was searching for a container. Your work right now is not to wait for him to act. Your work is to ask, what is this connection trying to show me about myself? What parts of my own depth, my own capacity for love and passion and vulnerability, am I not yet fully owning? Because the moment you begin to consciously inhabit those qualities yourself, to stop projecting them outward and to claim them as your own, two things happen. The waiting loses its grip on you, and paradoxically, you become more fully present to anyone who encounters you, including him. Second, respond from self-worth, not from hunger. This is the most practical piece I can offer you. There is a version of reaching toward him that comes from depletion, from the feeling that you are incomplete without resolution, without his acknowledgement, without him confirming what you feel. That version of reaching never creates what you actually want. The energy of depletion is palpable. People feel it. It pushes away rather than drawing in. But there is another version of engaging with this connection, a version that comes from fullness, from the place of someone who has done the inner work, who understands what is happening at the soul level, who is not desperate for external confirmation, because they are no longer outsourcing their own depth to another person. That energy is magnetic in a way that nothing else is, because it is not performing, it is not strategizing, it is simply the energy of a person who is genuinely, deeply themselves. If there is a conversation to be had, have it from that place. If there is a moment to create contact, create it from that place, not from the question of what he will give you, from the statement of who you already are. And if the silence continues, if no contact comes, understand that the soul work you are doing right now is not contingent on his response. The projection is yours to work with, regardless of what he chooses. You do not need him to confirm the reality of this connection in order to learn from it. You do not need him to reach back in order to become more fully yourself. The connection was always pointing you toward your own depth first. This is what Jung meant when he said that everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Every person who pulls at us this deeply is ultimately pointing us back home. So here is where we land. Something real is happening between you and him. It has a name, it has a mechanism. It is not coincidence and it is not delusion. It is the unconscious architecture of two people who made deep psychological contact through projection, through shadow, through the kind of soul-level meeting that most people never experience with most people they encounter in a lifetime. Whether that connection translates into something visible, something spoken, something acted upon, that remains to be seen. But you do not have to wait in the dark anymore, wondering if what you feel is real. It is real, and it is telling you something important about yourself that is worth knowing with or without him. Do the inner work, claim the depth you have been projecting outward, and whether or not he comes back, you will be standing in a completely different place than where you were when this silence began. Now before you go, drop 777 in the comments if you have felt someone's energy shift toward you after silence. Drop 11 if you are at a turning point right now and something about this video confirmed what you already suspected. Drop 520 if this explained exactly what you have been feeling and could not put into words. I read every single comment, and I will see you in the next one.